hard to wait for.
It's also one of the things I was telling Hannah was you have a picture in your head because your kitchen's picture is nowhere.
Right.
There's no magazine that has my picture. I have elements from each each other things I've seen, but my specific kitchen is nowhere except in my brain. And you hope that as all of this is happening, that it's going to be exactly what you were thinking in your head. And so far, it is. And with every step, I'm like, yes, that's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. That's exactly how I pictured it. And so, thankfully, so far, that's how it's been. So I'm so excited. Yeah.
Satisfied. The one who's.
But also, yeah, as a client, I think you have to be open, which you taught me also. You can't be so closed-minded to other ideas or other ways of looking at it. You could still go back to what you originally.
That's what
you can end up with, because it'll just prove to you that your initial reaction
it'll confirm.
It'll confirm exactly. But it's good. So when along the way, Hussein would be like, well, if you did this, did you think about that? Oh, that's true. Okay, we can do it that way. So and with you and the granite, like, okay, black galaxy's nice, but I think you should maybe look at this, or go just look, and don't look at it with it has to be one thing.
Your stone is so much.
Oh, there it is!
That's
Hussein, look, that's exactly what it's going to look like.
It's cold and...
Oh, that is the stone you picked.
Yes, this isn't a good piece of it. This
doesn't have as much
It's
blue.
a different piece of it, but
You can see when you go across the sparks of blue.
Mine's nicer.
It is actually. This is true. So here is some of the edges we have.
Hussein and I were talking last night. We don't want to grab too much space on this side of the counter. So we were thinking about maybe 4 inches or so and kind of have it be rounded.
We'll put ears on it. So we'll come out here a little bit, and then you can come out, and then you could actually scoop in a little bit, and then radius.
I see what you're saying.
It's a little softer.
Right.
Like if you come right out of here, and you just come round right out of here, it just looks like a little
Oh,
dip
and he said he's
coming
going
out
to
of
build
here.
up like a picture frame looking frame around.
And I'll put mine in first, and then he can frame around that.
Frame around that. Okay.
That's right. I mean, he'll finish. This one doesn't need to be finished, but he'll trim out the bottom. He'll trim out.
Right.
He'll frame and trim, and we'll come out a little ear and here, and it'll come across here a little bit. This is ideal. And you can bring it out here and then completely round it.
Or you can just have that little indentation. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Outstays.
Outstays, yes.
Okay, then we can go ahead and measure for that and do that.
Okay.
You'll like it. You'll love it. It's a nice touch.
So that's actually, if you put anything on top, it doesn't stain it. And
It stays clean forever.
Exactly.
Just one more thing that doesn't break down. Like you say your carpet or whatever, you just trying to, if you don't feel comfortable with that idea,
I never
I'll have
thought
to keep working on you.
You say go for it. He's like, go for it.
If she offers it, why not?
I know, exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's kind of like rims on the car. You don't need them, but they do.
But it does add something to it. I agree. Good suggestion. I love it.
You'll be surprised how many people walk in your kitchen and see the stupid window and not anything else.
Yeah.
I get a lot of comments like, wow, I like the window.
Yeah, your window
nice
so.
touch.
I like that.
I mean, this is just my opinion. It's, feel all right.
Any single piece that you get anywhere in the world, you cannot find one like
Always different.
all unique.
That's so
It's all different.
Exactly.
That's the good one. I have never used that.
Yeah, no two are alike.
No two are
Exactly.
alike.
Well, no two humans are made up of the same DNA. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're all unique as
There's a
well.
lot of originality on the earth.
Yes, there is, and stone is one of those things. Like, and that's why, as he was explaining, is when you go to the warehouse and you look at the slab, somebody's blue in the night may look different than your blue with all its
Yours
imperfections.
is nice, by the way.
Yeah.
Really
So-
nice. I'm very pleased
Okay.
with lots of the blue.
That's great.
Nice distribution. You didn't like an angle, but with a stone like yours, if you do an angle, especially if you do a big pitch on it, it's going to throw that at you. When you walk in the room, it's going to throw your stone at you. So I kind of like that edge with this stone. We're going to talk about that.
Oh, fun.
Nice.
Aren't these
Very
beautiful?
fun.
Oh, those are cool. Oh my gosh.
They've got that little burst of yellows in them.
Look at
And
that. They do have yellow but red too. Oh,
Right.
those are so
It's
pretty.
like fire burst.
Are they all the same color?
Yeah. Yeah.
It adds like a pop of color to the whole
The
room.
whole room, which is what I wanted.
It's gonna reflect out of the granite too, so you're gonna get a little bit of that red.
Doing it, the two on the ends will be the same